Okay, before changing the transmission fluid on a 2010 through 2015 Toyota Prius, I have my fancy fill tool that I made out of old transmission fluid and a dollar store funnel. A 10 monkey meters Allen socket, should be that little beast right there. I like a 1/2 to 3/8 adapter because I'm going to use the big ratchet. I may have to get a breaker bar if they're real tight. And of course I got safety stands and a drain pan and some cardboard to lay on. And from experience, doing things the hard way and screwing up and causing myself trouble, I've learned to always take the fill plug out first, not the drain plug. Because if I can't get the fill plug out, I don't want to take the drain plug out. And I got an extension to get me away from this CV joint where I can actually turn the ratchet. And I ended up getting the breaker bar and just pulled on it really hard and it snapped. And now it's loose and it's really easy to turn. Just that first pop. And you can see a little bit of fluid already wanting to come out of there, which means the thing is full. It's not low of fluid. And it looks really dry under here, so there's no indications of leaking. And that little bit of fluid trying to come out of the fill hole is a verification that this thing's not been leaking, it's not losing fluid. There do seem to be 2 bolts missing that go from the engine to the transmission, so that needs to be corrected. I need to look for stuff like that when you're working on things and look and see if the mount looks bad, those kind of things. You can see that there is some leakage right there, some buildup of carbon around where the donut gasket is, so it probably needs a donut gasket. And there seems to be a bolt missing right there too. It goes from that bracket to the exhaust manifold. Not part of a transmission fluid change, but it'd be a good idea to fix that while I'm here. Another tip is on these Allens and Torx bits too. Make certain that you dig any trash that's down inside there out of there, and then make certain that your Allen or Torx, whatever you're dealing with, is all the way down into the bottom before you start trying to turn. Because if there's trash in there and you start trying to turn, you'll probably strip that top part out. And then the only thing you got left is the bottom part out, and then you clean it out. And then you got like half the surface area that you did before. So just clean it out real good from the get-go, unless it's already really clean like this one is. And you know you can get all the way to the bottom. You can see the history marks where I turned that and got it loose, that I had a footprint all the way down to the bottom. You can see a pretty good history mark on the Allen tool as well, showing that I got really deep down in there. I would take the fill all the way out of there first. I am going to turn it enough to be sure. But the reason I'm not going to take it all the way out is because I don't want to be wearing all that fluid while I'm taking this drain plug out. And you see how it comes up way above my hand, and that would be running all down my arm, all the way to my armpit. There we go. I'm wearing a little bit of it anyway. Now I can take the fill plug the rest of the way out. Take the tool off of there. One thing you cannot see on the camera here is the smell. Oh, look how much faster it comes out, because now the air can go in. That means my vent tube is restricted. Look, I almost ended up wearing it. In case you're wondering, the vent is right down there. Can you see that little metal cap looking thing? If I can point at it. Right there. Now you see it, now you don't. Now you see it. Now you don't. Now you see it. Now you don't. So here is my high dollar fancy USA assembled funnel, invented by me. And I stick it down in there right underneath the heat exchanger for the EGR. So it comes out right here where I need it, and I just stick it in the fill hole. And I put the drain plug back in, and I tighten it to where it's just barely finger tight. And then I turn it 1/8 of a turn. It was a brand new crush washer. I might be able to get 1/4 of a turn. This is what the old fluid looked like in the sunlight. I'm going to dip the paper towel in it, soak some up, and let you see what it looks like on the paper towel. Dip it again, take it over to the stainless table, and drip it on the stainless table. Get a look what it looks like on the stainless table. I just ordered this stuff in 6-packs off Amazon because it's a little bit cheaper that way than the dealer, and it just shows up on my doorstep. I don't have to go get it. And because there's no dipstick or any way to check the fluid, I can't check the fluid level after test drive like I normally do with any other vehicle that's possible with. And I wish y'all great luck saving money, doing stuff yourself. Just be really careful doing it, because if you don't use jack stands and stuff and you end up paying for a hospital bill or worse, that's not saving any money. But most of all, I really appreciate y'all watching my videos, liking and subscribing and commenting and all that. And I don't want any of you to get hurt, so be careful. But more than 3 3/4 of a quart is what came out of it, and I put more than 3 3/4 in it, so it's confirmed both ways. A little bit less than 4 quarts. Hey, if you like this video, we got a whole lot more. We got tool reviews, we've got repair videos, we've got show car videos, hot rods, mod rods, you name it. If it's got wheels on it and an engine, it's probably on this channel. So subscribe, like, and binge watch Zane Auto. Binge watch Zane Auto.